Hey guys, Takamasak here. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy! Let's get through the rest of the Gurgu Volcano today, and grab some pretty good treasure while we're at it. Well, not these two particular treasures. However, the next three will be adequate. The spot above me is spiked with a gray worm. And we just got the ice sword there, and it is finally a step up from the silver sword we've been lugging around since nearly the beginning of the game, it seems. It is a little bit better than the silver sword by 6 attack, and it also adds 10% over it, so definitely a lot more helpful. It's supposed to do more damage to fire-type monsters, which this dungeon is obviously full of, but it does not. But it's still a pretty good weapon overall. And here we have the flame shield, and it actually does work the way it's supposed to. Imagine that. It is 4 defense better than the... oh, right there. Than the silver shield I just unequipped there. So I'm going to give that to my fighter. He's the only one that can equip it anyway. And let's see, the weapons. I'm just going to give it to him. I'm very sure my red mage is short. Yeah, if he added another 10, he'd still be 2% short. So might want to keep an eye on that, the next level up or two, see if he can equip it and get to his next 64 there. But he's not, so I'm going to give it to my fighter, who does the bulk of the attacking. Alright, let's move on now. Definitely want to keep your HP above, like, 230 or so. One step up, spike with a Grey Worm. I'm going to walk around him this time to get some worthless garbage. Hooray! Right, a couple more rooms, and we'll be ready to move on to the final floor. And I don't think any of these are spiked. Empty duplicate chest. 2,000 monies. And a house. Not bad. It's a beautiful sunny day outside. I figure that's a wonderful day to sit inside and stay out of the sun. Not really a big fan of summer. It's all the allergies, and I get made fun of a lot just for being kind of ghostly, but the left side of both of these chests will be spiked with an agama. Like, yeah, I don't really care for the sun. I mean, I'll go outside and stuff. Like, I have no problems going to the beach or anything like that, but it's just basically skin damage is all it is. That's all tan is. So I don't know why people get so obsessed about it. I'm far past the age of caring what people think of my skin tone. I think I quit that about 18. Alright, let's get this chest. Another 1,200 bucks. And yet another agama. Nothing too difficult here. Aw, come on, take him out in 2 shots. And the lowly thief gets another kill, bringing his total up to, like, 3. Okay, it's not that bad. And we did all that for the wooden staff. That hasn't been useful ever. Alright, let's move on to the final floor. And this floor will split off in 8 different directions, but there's only 2 we really care about. We'll go straight left first. There's a couple of other chests in the opposite directions, but they're all duplicates, so I'm going to pass those up. And right before we get even with the candles here, there will be an agama. Alright, I got rid of him, and I also healed up off-screen a little bit just to get myself much over 220 as I could, well, as I cared to get. So yeah, we should be good to go. I do have an anti-fire charge that I'm going to be using in this battle against a red dragon. 248 HP, weak to ice like everything else in here, but that's not what really makes him difficult. Definitely I'm going to get anti-fire up, hopefully first. Oh good, he attacked anyway. But yeah, he can cast Blaze, which is pretty much like Fire 3. And if you don't get rid of him pretty quickly, he has no shame in casting it twice on you in a row. So yeah, that's why I put anti-fire up, just to be safe. Can do upwards of 220 damage, so that's why I've been saying keep your HP up, because you can actually meet up with this guy in a random encounter in floors 4 and 5, or basements 4 and 5 I suppose it is. But yeah, he can be really easy, or he can be a complete pain in the ass. This time he's really not too bad. But for all that, it's definitely worth it. We get the Flame Armor, which is 10 defense over the Iron Armor, I believe that I have equipped now. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to switch that out here. If you have 2 fighters, you might want to separate the Flame Shield and the Flame Armor, because they both do the same thing. They both reduce ice damage, and I don't believe they stack, so there you go with that. And we'll fight the agama again on the way out. And if for whatever reason we don't have a... oh, Grey Worm here. If we Sorry, if you do not have a fighter in your party, but you do have a thief, you'll definitely want to hang on to all the elemental equipment, like the ice sword, the flame shield, flame armor, that type of stuff. You'll see why later. Alright, let's get moving on here. We're going to go to the southwest corner here. I have no choice but to walk through the lava. How am I doing on HP? Not too terrible. Definitely going to heal up here, though. And here we have one of the last new enemies I'm going to meet up with here, Red Giant. He's pretty tough. He's going to be doing about 100-some damage to your guys on the bottom, but if you're keeping your HP up, you should be just fine. And weak to ice. Other than that, nothing really too intimidating about him. I think you can meet up with 2 of them. Nothing too scary. Oh, this looks oddly familiar. Looks like a wonderful spot to completely heal, so I'll do that and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm all set. Let's talk to this ball. We get to be a ball buster again. Wait, you're calling me a Tinder? That's not very intimidating. Kary, huh? Alright, let's take on the Fiend of Fire. Kary, who looks awfully familiar if you've played any other Final Fantasy games. Plain? Is that a word? I don't think plain is a word. Yeah, she is pretty much strong to all the elements, so my red mage is going to be using fast on my 2 attackish here. Thief not going to be doing a whole lot, unfortunately. 4 damage, hooray! Ow. It might be a good idea to cast Fire 2, or not Fire 2, but Anti-Fire, because Kary does like to cast that. Not generally twice in a row, so it really doesn't matter if you use it. I mean, it's a lot better to use against the Red Dragon, because he has Blaze, but... And if I get another chance with my Red Mage, I might as well cast it then. She usually follows up with Dark after Fire 2, so... Or an attack, whichever. Her attacks hurt quite a bit on the guys in the bottom, so thankfully she's focusing on the fighter there. Other than that, 600 HP, nothing really too difficult. Yeah, might as well. He's not really doing anything else. He's not going to be doing a whole lot of damage either, so... And I think I'm pretty much out of the woods of dying at this point. And I believe she goes by... What's it called? Marlith or something like that? And the... Basically any version after this, I believe. Hooray! And still not dead. Probably got about 2 hit points. No, not the darkness! Not the darkness! And the worthless darkness only hits half my guys anyway. Can the thief... The thief! Oh, I thought for sure he was going to take her out. That would have been epic. Man, I must really have misjudged the HP there. I love it when bosses die to, like, hits of 3 or something like that. Yeah, not too bad, but if she does attack the lower 2, like, consecutively, that is really unfortunate, so... I'm going to step on this, recharge the power of the orb there. Let's take a look. Ooh, it's shiny. Alright. And get our quick escape out of here. Now, if you took a beating in that battle, it's not a bad idea to use a cabin or something, because we're going to walk all the way back, so... At least there's nothing too intimidating on the way back. Oh, here's the Hydras. I don't think we ran up with these guys before. Let's see. Yeah, I've used pretty much everything here. And I don't think they're weak to lightning, like most other things, but my memory could be failing on that. But yeah, nothing really too intimidating like the Red Hydra. These guys just do normal attacks. What do I do? Tell everybody to talk to tap one? Attack. Yeah, it's one of those days today. I don't do well in the heat, I don't think. It messes with my brain. Hooray! Let us move on. With our silly hats that we, for some reason, put on once we get in the canoe. And more Hydras there. Probably fight another 600 Karibes on the way back. And just coincidentally, I fought 6 there. Alright, now moving back onto the town. Can I make it? I would have made it if I hadn't said anything. Alright, not really a whole lot to do here. I'm going to do my usual restocking of heal potions, sleep at the inn. And I'm going to go talk to this guy, who has since woken up since our journey to the Gurgu Volcano. For 10 years, he probed for the floater. Sorry. Alright, north to the Ice Cave. That is our next destination. And I'm going to be NPCing all of my excess equipment, so Ice Sword, Silver Sword, Dragon Sword is all I'm going to be holding on to. And I'm going to be NPCing the Silver Helmet, Iron Armor, and everything my Black Belt is equipped with down there. But once again, if you, for some reason, didn't have a fighter, and you do have a thief, hold on to your elemental equipment, so put that to use a little later. So yeah, I'll take care of all that. And the Circle of Sages doesn't really say anything new, if I didn't say that before. Yeah, refill all your heal potions, sell off all my excess equipment, sleep at the inn, and I will meet you right outside of town, so I'll meet you out there. Alright, I finished all the shopping and healing I wanted to do off-screen. If you're interested in looking at what I have, definitely grab a couple of saving items if you don't have one. We should at least have a house, because we did find one late in the Gurgu Volcano over there. Maxed out my heal potions, very important. This is all that survived the Great Sell-Off. And like I said before, if you have a thief, definitely hold on to your elemental equipment, like the Ice Sword and the Flame Gear we got earlier. But yeah, this is all that survived, so let's go take a look for that ice cave. It said it was to the north. And we need to go back to our boat for this. Not too far of a journey, at least. And the monsters will be pretty easy when on the way there. Alright, here we are. We're just going to go right around this little coast here. And then go straight north. Go into this little bay. You could jump off there and head back to... Oh, I can take care of him on screen. You could hop off that port up there. It's just a little north and west to get back to Pravoka, and also the Peninsula of Power is right up there if for whatever reason you want to grind again. I'm just giving you an idea of where we are in the world map, and you can actually, for whatever reason, just jump straight off your ship and into your canoe. I don't know why that is, but there you go. Alright, you just want to remember here to go left, right, and... Hold on, let me take a look at it. Up, right, left, left is what I'm trying to get at here. Yeah, a couple Kary bays, might as well just burn through these guys. Not really going to meet up with anything else of any difficulty whatsoever. No new enemies, nothing. That's pretty much it. I think I'm just going to burn off my magic charges just to get these stupid battles over with. Because I do have a house, so I will use that right before we hop into the cave. So the money we have, it's pretty well justified to buy a couple of extra houses if need be. And alright, here's our destination here. I'm going to use my house just because I did use my MP on the way over here. And don't forget about the little save issue with the recovering your MP with the house. So if you want to save and quit, right here, use your cabin to save it. And let's head on into the ice cave. And we'll pull our hair out next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy. This is Takamasak. I will see you later.